So, if at first we labeled the response to a particular situation as offensive, and we didn't have any emotions, let's say, we were simply in a state of shock, and then we concluded that we were offended, and it was absolutely necessary for us to feel offended. If we don't get offended now, something will happen. How can it be? So it's accepted. If betrayed, then be offended. If you don't get offended now, you'll be abnormal. How can you not be offended by something? And here we all strive to be according to the template. Yes, we were betrayed. We must definitely cry, scream, protest, I don't know, lose ourselves. Who has studied which methodology? Who has learned which technique? Let's say, yes, which option has been chosen? They will go for this option. He'll start crying. After a while, he'll develop this real state within himself at the level of sensations. So if initially it belongs solely to the mental process, then after a certain period of time, having manifested this emotion, it automatically transitions to the physical level. And at that point, you will actually feel not very good. This is how we can influence our state. Therefore, I told you I won't go too far, but the thought process also affects internal sensations. So you can approach it from different sides. You can approach your feeling through the body, that is, adjust the body, put on cheerful music, dance, that is, do something, perform some activity, clean the house, do squats, that is, engage in activity. Take a swim, engage in various sports activities. Here, in this environment, you have the power to influence your own state, your own mood, so to speak, right? Your actions shape your experience. You can do it through thoughts. So I'll now think about something good and really imagine this picture. And a bit more also from the body. I'll still connect it there because it seems to me the body is a good tool and in fact very fast. If you need a lot through your thoughts, let's say if you are in a bad condition, you will need some time to speed up all this. Yes, really start to imagine so that motivation begins to rise. Then through the body, it can be done very quickly. And if you, how to say, form bonds with each other, that is, the connection between your thoughts and your body, thoughts of the body, then the outcome will be even more remarkable. Here, I hope it is clear. That is, by utilizing our own body, we have the ability to elevate our mood or to calm it or to provoke it, the state of being. Why is it that if you have witnessed how boxers or wrestlers warm up, they engage in these aggressive movements? How do they go about preparing their bodies for the upcoming match by warming up? They warm up using clear, powerful, and sharp movements that are executed with precision and intensity. Naturally, the voice is also involved. The voice is also confident, firm, assertive, and exhibits aggression in certain situations. This is warming up the body specifically to go into battle. Because if you lie like this now, relax, listen to relaxing music, and they tell you to go fight, what kind of fighter will you become? You must become angry. You require this internal acceleration, because through the body you will attain and embody this state of yours. Therefore, music has a huge significance. For example, if you feel butterflies fluttering and falling in love, we choose some other playlist, let's say, okay? When we go to training, we turn on a different playlist. If we want to relax, we simply switch to some other music playlist. Therefore, we incorporate specific music for the task at hand. Some individuals, however, do not, so to speak, ignore or overlook this particular fact. If they feel bad, they still desire to feel good. They still pay attention to this sad music. To commence, initiate alterations to all aspects concerning your body, namely the sensorics, without a doubt. I hear, I see, I feel. Change the music, the rhythm of the music. If you are sad, put on cheerful music. Start moving your body. No matter what you do, start moving. If you have a state of apathy, laziness, that is, I don't want to do anything, the same. You simply need to stand up, simply begin doing something foolish, simply organize things. There is nothing to do. Do the cleaning, wash the dishes, do exercises with your hands, legs, shoulders, head, anything you like. That is, through the body we adjust our state, plus obligors. We do not ignore a healthy lifestyle. Why? Because a healthy lifestyle is exactly the soil on which the tree itself grows. If the body is not in good health, there will be a lack of energy, there will be weakness, and there will be something to try to motivate, something to spend, and something to untangle, which will be very difficult. Thus, the body, primarily and above all, must be in a good condition for optimal performance. The body must be in good condition. Therefore, maintaining a healthy lifestyle is of utmost importance if you desire happiness in your life. So we create our own state through the body, as we have already mentioned, what we hear, what we see, what we feel, what we smell, and what we perceive with our senses. Once more, with the aid of thought, the way we think, what we think about, and the selection of emotions. What can we do in this place? Let's say everything became automated. We automatically start shedding tears at a certain, let's say, some occurrence. Some incident occurred, and here we are, shedding tears. Let's assume we cry in a negative manner because we eliminate pregnant women from the account holder list. I shed watching cartoons alone. It was incredibly brought me great joy. This is hormonal. Again, there was a robbery, there was some cartoon, and I was standing near the TV and I just started crying. I was sorry for the baby elephant. That is how it is. Women who are pregnant go through a lot, so it is not strange. Let us clean up. Expressing gratitude to pregnant lovely women. Nature necessitates that it be in a specific state at this very moment in time. So that means we choose an emotion, right? Choose an emotion. If we are already used to it and everything has become automatic, for example, what do we usually do if, let's say, the husband came home late from work and it annoys you and you start getting angry like that? Then you start talking to him, then shouting, possibly. Let's say, for example, yes, it destroys your life and you can't do anything about it anymore, just takes and takes, just want to scream at him right now. What the hell are you doing here at such a late hour? What actions should I take? Let's take a breath in and breathe out. It is achievable. To begin with, when you commence working on the process of choosing emotions, that is, when you desire to alter certain emotions, that is, eliminate excessive nervousness, for instance, aggressiveness, anger, let's say, all that brings us down. Remember, emotion generates a condition. So don't assume I'll only display my emotions momentarily and they'll resolve on their own. No, if you tighten it, it will transition into a real state. Therefore, these are not toys. This will be your mood later. So if you have gone down very far, then you will have to spend your own energy, show willpower to pull yourself up. It is always easier to go down than to go up. You will be very upset, enter a stressful state, then you will have to get out of this stress yourself. Is it necessary to have this at all? Isn't it easier to decelerate and change this emotion to some other? At this moment of what stress gives me, what shouting gives me, what tears give me, what offense gives me, what do you get from this? Let us be honest, we are not obtaining anything. We are simply experiencing a loss. Someone will refer to it as a warm-up, an emotional warm-up. If you do not shout at this moment, it will deteriorate for you. Why should it deteriorate? Let us agree, let us label it as anger, which you possess. This feeling, this unpleasantness within accumulated, here it is akin to a spring that has commenced. If spring, it will subsequently rebound. In principle, I used to hold the same opinion before, but at this moment I have completely altered my opinion, and I have personally conducted a test on myself to verify its validity. Indeed, I used to be quite an emotional individual prior to now, both in moments of happiness and in moments of sadness, so to speak. And from my point of view, I can confidently say that it is an incredibly energy-consuming task. Even with an idea and motivation, the energy just hits you and bursts forth, providing an incredible sensation. And then when everything calms down, you feel like this, empty like a ball or some kind of vacant container with no contents inside. So I'm not saying to be constantly like a zombie at the same level. No, emotional swings are positive and good. I am not discussing the negative aspects at the moment. They are undoubtedly beneficial. It is a source of joy. That is to say, we aim to demonstrate, in other words, to experience joy through laughter, through various joyful screams. This is amazing. However, nonetheless, it is always essential to maintain a balance. That is, not to go too far, not to go too deep, so that you do not know how to return yourself back to a normal, conscious state later. Therefore,